here now. Should probably remove all of this. And do that and that. There we go. I have made my posts. Yes. Yes, I have. I've made my posts and now I can quit Opera. I see you gave me my glasses back. Well, no, what that works, I guess. Oh, damn. Also, hey, Clockwork. Hey. I got my glasses. So, I have had some of my microphone settings adjusted because, well, it was demanded of me. Okay, so listen, Clockwork. As somebody who, after graduating college, didn't realize how less free time I actually had, you know, because you gotta focus on being an adult and taking better care of yourself, because in college, you don't really have to take care of yourself that much. That's the sad part. In college, you don't have to take care of yourself that much. But, yeah, no, I get it. Let's see, because when I graduated college, I got my first apartment within a month. And after I got my first apartment, I had no job yet. My internship didn't hire me. So I'm like, fuck it. I'm going to go and head to, what was it? Like, I'm just going to go and, like, get my couch ready, because I had a reclining couch. And while I was at the reclining couch, I had on my TV, like, my laptop was hooked up to it, and I had a wireless keyboard and mouse, and I was just watching videos the whole time. Like, for like a solid week, I was eating microwave meals and watching videos because I didn't know how to adult. Up until the point to where, like, I finally got a call back from the interview I went on, and yeah. That's when it's like, oh, cool, you have a job now. And then whenever I would get home from work, I would shower, take a nap on that couch while watching videos, eat more microwave meals, and then for the remainder of the time, be like, shit, I need to go and pay attention to how I do my bills. And I think it was within the first 2 months, I messed up with my Comcast. So I was paying $188 a month because I accidentally got two boxes, like 2 modems. Only one was hooked up though. Like, I'm paying for 2 modems because I accidentally made 2 accounts. But because they were going off of my name as opposed to my account number for it, like, it was a weird thing because it's like it had apartment 1 and basement. Those were like the 2 like accounts that were done, but they were both done under me, under the same email. So it was a whole mess. So after graduating college, I learned that I was woefully ill prepared. So yeah, there you go. Well, see you around, DG. Thank you for stopping on by. And I see you, Leo. I see you. But today we're in for a special treat because this is something that I've been nagging myself about and I've been wanting to be able to go and do, which is write my location omnibus. Now, like, I plugged all the info in there. I just haven't made it look pretty. That's the first thing. Doesn't look pretty at all. Looks incredibly basic. Second, getting the art for it's going to be a bit of a pain in the ass because I have to find background artists. So there's that. It's either that or I'm going to have to photo bash. I'm going to have to photo bash some actual like photos, or I may just like try to go and like head to a Ren fair and take some pictures and then increase threshold, make that a darken layer or potentially a color burn layer, and then put an oil paint Photoshop filter on top of that, so it looks like a little on the dark fantasy side. Might do that. Who knows? Who knows? That I have ideas. They're not great ideas, but I have them. I mean, like, the art itself just has to look painted. That's the key here, is like it has to look painted. It could be watercolor style, it could be watercolor is technically preferred, but that's just because in my head I need it to be watercolor because that's something that is more easily done in the field. So, because it is a journal. However, thinking about it, yeah, hold on. Thinking about it, because the location omnibus, well, no, I do need the watercolor for the main campaign setting for like all the chapters, but for the omnibus, it just has to be sketches because Gallo doesn't do art. He would do sketches, and they would all be in a dark red coloration because he would use blood. And those pages would probably be very dirty and smeared. So I'd have to put on those chapters. I'd probably have it as like a semi-transparent overlay. Like it would be a semi-transparent thing, you know, background. Make it look dirty, and then put the sketches right on top of that layer and have it to where the sketches are 100% opaque. Yeah. No, I don't. Hold on. That's actually good. That's good. Okay, wait. That works. That works. Location omnibus might be better. Just from that. So there we go. I think I have that figured out. I think I could probably even do that art too, but preferably I get somebody else to do like some really messy sketches. Because I'm not that great with art. I'm not. People could say otherwise. I will tell them they are liars. I am not. But I could probably go and like just pay somebody to do really messy sketches. Like have it to where there's just really rough lines and such. Because Gallo would have to do like, you know, battle plans and such. Which yes, it's a bit more analytical, but I feel like that would be more easily well received. In my personal opinion. In terms of like, you know, artistry, because he would probably be a bit more analytical about like how he draws out people, like how he sketches out objects and places. Also kind of like pseudo wanted posters as well. Really like a wanted poster style would work. Let me look at them real quick. Okay, so I like the fact that the person you sent me is ocean related. Because they are a stingray. He mostly does YCHs. Doesn't really do, from what I can tell, she doesn't really do original art. Like YCHs are still like hard to do in their own way. They provide like a decent template so you don't have to think about it. Oh, here we go. Hold on. Okay. This is a bit more of the painted style. Commissioned by somebody named Ira. January 31st. Okay, so she does have some that like really work for this. I could utilize this. I'm just worried that it's going to be a bit too anime. She doesn't seem to do much in terms of backgrounds. So the painted background stuff wouldn't work. She might be fun with sketches. Yeah, she might be okay with sketches. She makes some different ones that are different. Thank you for the Skelepats buns. Thank you for passing on by. No, I'll definitely keep them in mind. Okay. Let's see here. So, I do want to bring up one thing. This is me bringing up some of the Twitter stuff. So, can't stay for long, but have a good stream. Ah, gotcha. You have a good one, Buns. Thank you for passing on by and the Skelepats and the love. Man, everybody's giving me Skelepats. This is so nice. Thank you, Mudcat. Really appreciate the Skelepats. So, because I want to bring up like the Twitter thing, because I put up that one thing involving like, you know, muting words, and I think some people were interpreting that as muting people. The last I checked, there's nobody named TOS or cybersecurity. No, but like it wasn't me muting the people that's in it. It's just me muting the keyword that people actively use in like a lot of those topics. Oh no, you're good. You're good, Leo. But yeah, no, like it's just whenever I see like a keyword is being actively used in a lot of posts, especially like because I brought up Fifi and Shy Lily in it. And Fifi even commented on there, being like, what did I do? And there was like a lot of times to where like, you know, people hazed her on the OnlyFans stuff, which that was just why haze her on that? She achieved something, dog, but you know. So it's like cool. People are hi Kinsey, hey. Oh, the week is awesome sauce. I have strawberry tiramisu, so it's pretty nice. Hope you've been well. Yeah. But yeah, no, like was it scrumptious? I'm still eating it actually. But yeah, no, like what was happening with Fifi, it's like I know that there was like the convention orgy stuff. On top of the convention orgy stuff, there was like a hotel thing that everybody just was randomly talking about. There was like a very like I guess kink dealy. But the other one was the like her doing really well on OnlyFans and wanting to be proud of the achievement, and everybody was just kind of dragging her for achieving something. on a platform outside of Twitter and Twitch. Which is like, why would you drag someone on an achievement? But whatever. But yeah, all of it's just like, these are consenting adults. Like, why do people care that much? Why are they so parasocially invested in this one person? And then the reason why I had, like, for a while, Shy Lily muted, not her account, but just, you know, her name, is because every single time she came up in conversation, there was like 2 or 3 people that'd be like, copycat, I'm this person who has a similar model is a copycat of Shy Lily. And it's like, oh my god, we're not going through this again. Artists can have a particular style that can look the same. Hell, God forbid an artist actually has a style to begin with, right? But even then, it's like, why does the copycat conversation have to come up every time? Every time. It's the personality behind the model, first off. That's what sells you. The model is the front of the building. That's the sign. You kind of have to back up the product behind the sign. Moving countries in 2 weeks. Oh my god, you've been busy. I hope it's going well for you. I hope everything's prepped and ready for your destination. What country are you going to? If you don't mind me asking. But it was me just like, me making that post was me just being like, listen, I'm seeing a lot of people now have gripes. And like, initially it was people having issues with Eggy making the creator hub because there were so many vulnerabilities to it. And, you know, some people were actually showing the code, which, you know, I give credit to them. They were showing the code. That's good. You should be showing the code. You should be showing the vulnerabilities. You should be explaining them. Kind of hard to explain code, though, to the general public. So those programmers probably thought we all knew enough to get by. Like, I know enough to get by. There's a reason why I didn't pursue programming as a career and why I didn't pursue it as a degree in college. Like, yes, I worked on websites, but I did UI UX design. That's all I did. I did like what would be considered more of like the basic web coding, but it's mainly just front end. I didn't do much for back end. But yeah, no, just like people were dragging her at first. And then when Eggy expressed like, listen, I'm trying to fix it. I'm trying to do my best and recognize like, okay, I might have messed up here and there. I'm going to fix it. And then more importantly, when she's like, listen, I'm receiving like doxing and death threats. Like, I'm just going to delete the whole thing. Like this is bullshit that I'm trying to do something nice and then I'm being dragged for it. People started changing their tune. And now they're like, oh no, we shouldn't have done this. We shouldn't have done this. It's like, It gave me a lot of people to like mute. Because a lot of them were very two-faced about their approach. So I was like, nah. I was not dealing with that. I'm like, fuck it. I'm just going to go and mute those people. I'm going to go and mute Eggy's name for 2 weeks. Because, well, usually these things blow over in 2 weeks. And then when I made a post about like, hey, by the way, you can mute words. Because I see a lot of people are frustrated about the whole situation and they're just sick of seeing it. You know, just mute words. There was somebody that thought that it's like, oh, he's making it about him. It's like, no, not really. I'm not. I don't know why you think I am. I'm just sharing the screenshot of like what you can do. You could just do this. You can mute. You don't have to block people. You can just mute them. Because blocking, unfortunately, makes it to where people will find a way to go and clout chase on that. Where it's like, oh, this person that I never interacted with had me blocked. What did I even do? Because I was seeing that like a few weeks ago from that one person. It's like, oh my god, this person blocked me and they're a bigger streamer. I can't believe it. And it's like, okay. This is kind of a self-report because you must have done something. Yeah, no. So I don't really like block people unless they are a genuine piece of shit, and I don't want those people to interact with me. I think what was it, that Syndicte guy, a girl? I don't know who they are. I've never seen like what their pronouns are, so I'm just gonna say them. That person, Syndicte, yeah, they're blocked because they're a huge piece of shit. If they exploit people, I don't want that anywhere near my community. But yeah, no. So yeah, this person like quote tweeted me and then replied to their tweet thinking that I was going to be mad, and it's like, I'm not mad. It's just I know you don't want a dialogue, and I know that if I engage with you, you're going to go further with it than what's necessary. Like, I want to be nice, but them trying to put words in my mouth, I'm like, nah, you're not getting my attention today. Sorry. But yeah, it's like I'm a 30-year-old man. Like, I'm 32 years old. I'm perusing the internet. Like, I'm willing to have adult conversations. I'm not going to tolerate childish behavior. I'm not going to tolerate people trying to like make me out to be something I'm not. It's like, I'm here to curate my feed. That's it. Like, I'm the one scrolling through it. I'm the one scrolling through my Twitter feed. I get to make it look however I want. That means that I'm going to mute words that I don't want to see. That means that I'm going to follow people that either A, I enjoy their content, or B, they did something that made it to where it's like, oh, hey, you earned my follow. As an example being like, oh, this person had a really good take involving a video game I like. So it's like, it kind of turns into that situation where I'm like, cool, I'm gonna follow this person because they apparently like the same stuff that I do. Or I'm going to follow this person because they're a really good artist and I really like their art. Or I'm going to follow this person because they're very close to their follower goal. And, like, you know, they're showing like that they genuinely care about the people that are following them. And they recognize that. Those are the things I do. That's all I really use Twitter for. Otherwise, I just keep up with my friends. It's not that deep. People thinking that like I'm trying to get big. Yeah, no. That's the wrong idea. I don't want fame. I want nothing close to fame. Like, I enjoy being the size that I'm at. I enjoy my community. I enjoy how laid back all of this is. Because seeing how it definitely applies in this situation, but long and short of it, if you were out here in the space and you're trying to be everyone's friend, you're not going to have a good time. I recognize not everyone's going to like me, so I don't care. That's it. If you don't like me, that's fine. I'm not here for you to like me. I'm here for me to enjoy myself. And if you like me enjoying myself, perfect. If you don't like me enjoying myself, also perfect. Because that means that we don't have to interact with each other and you can have a happy life and so can I. That's it. That's literally it. As long as you were living like a happy, healthy life and you were not causing harm or harassing others, then I don't care if you love me or hate me. You're doing exactly what I would want you to do. But if you're going to go around harassing people and being rude, then, well, you must enjoy misery. You must enjoy being miserable. There are some people that want to dwell in misery and want to be miserable and don't know how to be happy. And for those people, I feel for them. I do. That's incredibly sad. That is incredibly sad. There are ASPCA commercials about those people. It's like, what would you do if a miserable chud was right in front of you? Yeah, but no, just Twitter is a cesspool. And now I understand why Moody left Twitter. Which, by the way, her and I have been talking. We have been talking. She doesn't do anything on Twitter anymore, but like she was like, Twitter got worse. Like, and honestly, it did. Twitter did get worse. I mean, all social media platforms are bad. It's just how much are you willing to tolerate from it? Because like she's thriving on YouTube. Hi, Sensei. But yeah, Moody's thriving on YouTube. She's loving it. She also got on my ass about needing to like actually do stuff on YouTube. Because YouTube is a partial social media platform. Because, you know, you can make posts and interact with comments. So that's fair. And considering like the post I made last night that led into today, Jesus Christ, like I may want to do that. I may want to just like kind of leave Twitter myself because fuck. Shit is crazy. How's everyone? I'm doing okay. Hi, Mungo. Hope you had a good Father's Day yesterday. You beautiful, handsome man. I still have this tiramisu. You fed some ducks? Hell yeah. Duck tubers don't eat, so I'm glad you're feeding them. God, like some people, what the hell? I mean, you know what? These people do like lead into me having like some free mutes. So that's good. Dude, people are fucking crazy, I swear. I swear to God. So, I'm going to finish this tiramisu. Then we're going to get into blowing through my Discover Weekly. Because I still have that to go through. I have yet to go through it. And then after my Discover Weekly, I'm going to go and do some writing of my document. Which, thankfully, shouldn't take long. Shouldn't. Also, goddamn, like the reading comprehension of some people on Twitter, I swear. Like, somebody thought that, like, I was trolling with that post. It's like, no, I'm just saying that you can mute words so you don't see them for a while. I just mute things for 2 weeks so then it blows over and then I'm done. So yeah, people are sad, man. Unlike the strawberry tiramisu. So I have most of the location document in. We have most of it down, which is pretty good. So all I have to do is just really organize it and then write in the fluff, because that's the thing. It's like a lot of this has to be written from the perspective of Gallo, and that's going to be like a little hard to do, is kind of getting into the mindset of Gallo, because he's a big meanie. So what I'm going to do here, let me go to music. Right up there, waveform visualizer. Is this going off of Spotify? It is. And no, I could just go and start it now, actually. And then we're gonna oh damn. Okay, this is funky. This is kind of dope. Okay. It's not really wowing me. Nope. Sister Sparrow, okay. The tempo feels so wrong on this one. Nope. No real inflection in the voice. You're not. You're not making moves at all. You're gone. Taking too long. Yes, I am very discerning involving my music tastes. Nope. Nope. Yeah, a lot of this music is not that great. My Discover Weekly is kind of mid right now. And let me get this pulled up. Oh, thank you for the book. Gotta have the book. God, I hate when people like start with like the Chickmon style. It's so bad. Hey, thanks for passing on by, Hatter. There it is, display performance. There we go. Have everything at high quality. How's it going? You know, it's going okay. It's going okay. It's not great, but not bad. Oh, Mario's Trench, cool. Yeah, it's not great, but it's not bad. You know, it's kind of today's kind of mid. Definitely realizing that like people love to try to find outrage whenever they can. Because they have to have something to be angry about. Or they look for meaning where there is none. Well, dentist was fine. I do have like another appointment in July. It's just right now I have a temporary crown in on the left hand side. I still have to get a root canal on the in the back right. Mm-hmm. Nope. No, fuck it. I'm just gonna go to my regular writing playlist. And that needs removed. Yeah, I've come to realize that like I'm somebody that chronically touches grass. Like I very actively touch grass. And people having that kind of behavior is just messed up to me. Because it's like it feels like they're just looking to be angry. And it's like, why? Like, why are you wanting to be mad? It's like, where's your whimsy? All right, so let's see here. I will say it's like this part I messed up on because this is where Falstad is, and I need to have that in the next area. And I don't because I messed up by putting that here. Now I'm wondering. Let's see, so Ventinian, Savelian. Then I have this. So I don't know how best I should be going about this, but like, of course, I do still have to do this part here. Mochi! Hey! Hope you're doing well. Oh, I'm working on my my campaign settings location omnibus. So this is just essentially all of the locations in my campaign setting, which is going to be well over 100 pages. Because I made 200 some locations. All of them pre-written. Take a look at me, take a look at you. Let me scroll down. Let's see here. So we got Daun. Webbed run. Okay, bring it down to there. There we go. All right, so webbed run. Kriazon, it's a Balaran town. Oh, all of the stuff that I make is free. I don't believe in gatekeeping. Like, all of my stuff is free. Like, my entire campaign setting is free. Like, people could just download it. If they want to give me money, they can give me money, but I don't ask for money. Like, I want it to where they have a supplement that they could pull stuff from. I understand, like, what it's like to kind of be burnt out, not have stuff, like, not have an idea on what to do. So, like, I make this stuff for free for DMs and stuff. Can't type no keycaps. Mochi, why would you do this to yourself? But yeah, no. Like, this is just an example, and like I even have population percentages. So then, like, you can actually roll to figure out like who you may be talking to if you want to randomly generate an NPC. So like Balaran Town, Kriazon, Webbed Run. It's in the central Daunian swamps. Webbed Run is a Balaran town built in the marshland between a lake and a gulf. Their architecture is stilted buildings made of mangrove wood and dark brick. The Balaran that live here are typically of the Otararaka caste. The Balaran hunters will typically hunt alligators, undead, and monstrous vermin. Webbed Run has its name due to the monstrous spiders that are tamed and bred to produce fine silks for garments and ropes. The Balaran of Webbed Run have even formulated a special diet for these spiders that make their webs appear as different colors other than white and clear. All new ones came in. Hell yeah. Getting some new ones. And then, of course, like population percentage, 72% of Kriazon is Balaran. And then the rest of this is based off of proximity. Like, orcs are nearby, so of course, like, they're going to be able to do this. Thank you for the skelepats. I needed those. Dwarves are 4%, hobbits are 4%, gnomes are 3%, elves are 3%, humans are 2%, and then other is 1%. So other is essentially like things that do not fall into any of these categories. You tried to hit me. You tried to hit me. But yeah, that's what I got. But thank you for the love, by the way. Yeah, this is my. I don't know. I don't know why you miss. Don't miss me with that shit. Yeah, no, I have like all of these written in. I believe. Let's see here. Desktop. Central World, work files, text, locations and gods, and it should be under nations and countries. I have 204 locations. Oh my god. Okay, you can't miss with that. Thanks for the love. Can't dodge that. I can't dodge it at all. Yeah, so 204 locations. That's how many are going to be in this document. And inside this RTF thing, I have it to where all of them are kind of color coded. Like I have here, this is also in Daun. This is the North Daunian mountain home. This is Nian Onheim, or Hartenhelm. Hartenhelm is a dwarven town built underground in between the shores of the Helen Sea and the Splintered Peaks. A meager entrance made of iron and sandstone greets those that wish to enter. Upon venturing down the wide highway leading beneath Daun, travelers will notice that there is no antechamber with buildings inside, but a veritable mine used as a town. The doors each adorned with engravings of the family's paragons, occupations, and ancestral deeds. The dwarves that live here are social folk. Many of the primary trades that take place here are of sandstone and warm bodies for mercenary work. Most of what the dwarves of Heart and Helm do are consistent with artisan work, and the craft dwarf ship is impeccable. So, yeah. Have all of this written out. I even have xenophobia because that's something that, like, you can't really avoid in D&D. I put it in here somewhere. Here we go. Wild Fort. Wild Fort is a human village built within the Daonian Bayou. The buildings here are stilted, and the overall structure is akin to a canal village. The humans that live here are mainly hunters and scouts. Most of Wild Fort is xenophobic of any outsiders that venture in, and travelers that do are given rushed service to aid in them leaving later. Well, leaving sooner. Because that's kind of expected. It's like, they're a very isolationist village. They don't like outsiders, probably for multiple reasons. So they're like, fuck it. No, we're getting rid of this. No, you go away. You go away. Hey, by the way, are you staying the night? No, you're not. You can definitely pass through. Go through the swamp. Get out of here. So that's what I have. Do I think that you could do these things tastefully? Yes. Do I think that the wrong people use fantasy xenophobia and racism to kind of vent real world racism? I also think that happens. And I think those people should not be running games. They definitely shouldn't be playing in them either.
Careful with your minions.
Enzo! Subscribe with the Prime Gaming.
Enzo_D_hologram scream, Pock Pikachu, dead ass, 2 months, fat women energy electric, Tepples zappin', sideways quick attack, and dead Trina catch 'em all. Yo, you bringing any fat women or shiny Pikachu pebbles? Thanks for the fat sub.
How the fuck do you know what a Pikachu is? What? This motherfucker found my Game Boy or something, started playing Pokemon Yellow. Also, do you mean a Thunderstone? Is that what you're talking about? You want a Thunderstone? Why? I guess he does have good taste. I'm gonna put up a quick poll. A Pikachu pillowcase, you say? All right, I put up a poll. This is just so then, like, you can decide on what music I should play. We got 2 votes for villain music. Oh, the Pumped Riding music. That's what's playing right now, by the way, is the Pumped Riding playlist. And I do have my base stream playlist. Which, I mean, neat. I haven't used that one in a while, though. But it's all instrumental. The villain music is also mostly instrumental. No. This one's my Pumped Riding one. No, this is my writing playlist. My base stream one is this. As a matter of fact, like one song that stands out in it is this one. Doing something real quick. There, I'll just leave it like that. Let's see what y'all decide. The villain music I've been listening to a lot, personally. Seems like we're getting villain music. Waiting on it. Yeah, I think it's going to be villain music. I think that is the ultimate deciding factor. Oh, somebody decided to go and vote last minute for pumped writing. Damn. Here's what I'll do. We will stay on the villain music right now until after I'm done writing some fluff, and then we're going to go into the pumped writing. I think that sounds fair. See, I could, or I could still give everybody both. Well, I mean, technically you can flip a die. Hey, Enzo, yeah, I am doing okay. Twitter kind of got in my head a little bit. Made me realize that there's just people you can't please. But, you know, it's whatever. It's like I happily touch grass. That's how I see it. Oh no, Hatter, you're fine. You're fine. All right, so let's see here. Gallo Company. I've been tasked with taking charge of the 52nd Company of my Lord's forces. There, that's better. That looks happy. That looks good. Being placed into my position, I've been looking over the world maps of Omen. Hmm. Yeah, that's how you spell reconnaissance. Hey, I did it correctly. Awesome. Let's see here. I've been tasked with taking charge of the 52nd Company in my lord's forces. After being placed into my position, I've been looking over the world maps of Omen. Suffice to say that I don't believe I am knowledgeable enough to stage assaults on each of these locations. If someone else were in my position, I would order them to perform reconnaissance and report back with a general scope of our targets. So that is what I must do. It seems I am barred from leaving the fortress due to how valuable I am to my lord's future plans. So I am forced to send some of my let's see, scrying stones in each location, so I may observe future. Abilities. Ugh. Hold on, gotta tap it. There we go. one's bearings. It is good to learn about one's bearings. Ugh. Capture these locations not priority at this time. However, it is good to learn about one's bearings so you can better. And potentially stumble upon enemies when they are at their most. Okay. Hmm. I do need to go and see here. Let's see, what day, like what month do I need it to be? Actually, hold on. I don't think it's gonna open. Huh. Let's see, let's say it's spring. Yeah, I kind of want to have it as Voxen. As the month we started, I'd probably have it to where it's like maybe 3 months. So 1, 2, 3, Drachmud. Okay. A sizable amount of see, so down. Oh my god. Extend all the way up there. All right, so let's see here. So Down itself has one, two, so one Ballaran town, an elf village, and an elf town, a dwarven metropolis, a dwarven town, and another dwarven town. Let's see, two human villages, a gnome port, a halfling city, and a halfling homestead. Oh, and it has quite a few orc settlements. Okay, so we have city, town, 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 village, village. Okay. Okay, so that one seems to be an orcish territory with many dwarven influences due to it mostly being swamps and mountains. Zone is favorable for the lost can easily stay that way here, as the swamps hide all and the mountains cast long shadows. Thank you. What remains? The lost can easily stay that way here, as the swamps hide all and the mountains cast long shadows. That give monsters a there we are. All right, that's saved. Now this would move into this. So we have Daun, Orcish territory. People are known as Daunian. Yo, 55 stream streak. Holy shit. Thank you for having that streak for so long, Leo. I really appreciate that. Damn, look at you showing off in chat. Deserved. No, I should do. Hold on. Perfect. It's little changes. Oh, drag that way too far. This is definitely looking a lot better now. Added some variety. Because see, this is where it's like, it just requires a lot of little edits. I had written all of this like when I first started streaming. Well, not when I first started, but I wrote a lot of this like a while ago, like a few years ago. And I wrote all of this as like a free resource for DMs just because like I know that it's hard to come up with like a lot of stuff, to have answers to questions you never thought you'd be asked. So this is my way of giving back, you know? So let's see here.
Hail!
Demi!
To mythical scream, dead
mythical.
ass. 30 legends rolling in. Fat women energy mythic level. Tebbles magic. Sideways stampede. Undead Mackin history. Crab rave break in the beach. You'll bring fat women or legendary shiny shit. Welcome to mythical fam.
Bring legendary shiny shit. Welcome in, Demi. What were you up to? What were you doing? How's one of my favorite zombies? Okay, listen, he's just like his dad. He loves fat women, so like he asks for fat women whenever he can. That this crab craves thickness. He has an insatiable thirst for cellulite. What were you up to? Thank you for trusting your community with me. Yeah, every time he speaks, he's like, fat women? Did you bring any fat women? Oh, look at you. You're bringing the thickness. Bringing the steak thickums. Which, by the way, if you have to raid and run, if you have to do any after stream care, please feel free to do so. I totally understand. You need to go and take care of yourself. Okay, I've been wanting to play Mecha Chameleon. I have. I want to be the statue's cock and balls. I want to. The whole, I mean, Demi. Raid in and we're already planning something? Like, I still have to buy the game, but I mean, I know it's cheap. So yeah, I'll definitely, I can actually definitely hit you up on that. Because I have like nothing planned for like the next few weeks anyway. I plan shit on a whim right now because of all of my dentist appointments. Like my teeth are apparently Swiss cheese, which pisses me off, but you know, it happens. Ooh, I'ma let you know, homegirl. But please, take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Now you see Bones. Hi, Pickle. You do indeed see Bones. Bear witness. I say bear witness, but there's no bear here. This is also not a judicial court. So there is no bear witness to the stand. Oh my god, mixing groups, yes. LARP is a chud in VR chat. Oh, Demi, hold on. I have something to show you. Behold. I made a chud. I made Fat Yoshi. This is someone's mascot. This is Velociraptor Twins' mascot. This is Bambi. The best chud. I saw them and I'm like, they're a little dinosaur. I need to make them into like a little fat fuck. So he looks like a moon chair fits him perfectly. But he's not my mascot. My crab will get jealous. But if I find a way to go and make my crab into a fat chud, I'm gonna do it. I have to. As is the law. But yes, go be a chud in VR chat. I really appreciate you. I'm gonna do my best to go and like be as entertaining as writing can be for your chat, because I am writing, like, you know, for my campaign setting. This is just the location omnibus. I already wrote like the entire campaign setting. I'm now just I'm like waiting on art as I go, which is pretty cool. So, yeah.
An overlord always needs servants.
Void, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Pastaways. I hope you enjoy your time on the beach. Yo, what? Oh, and the grand ping. Hold on. Act 2 boss is a fat crab in Slay the Spire. I haven't played Slay the Spire. Never touched it. Never touched it. I do want to play Slay the Spire 2, though. People in the Skull Lab server were talking about it. I wouldn't mind playing it. Ah, okay. Gotcha. Let's see, what is that's a 23 separation. Oh, that one already has it. Cool. If I do get it always down to do a run, I don't have 300 hours in it, almost, but I don't. It sounds like somebody's got an addiction. I know for me, like, I don't put tons of time into games anymore. I'm not a gamer. Really not. Some people may say otherwise, but not me. I'm not a gamer. You know, it'd help if I change that number. There we go. Which, by the way, for those of you that don't know who I am Undead Commander, a tropical skeleton VTuber. I make free shit. At least that's what I strive to do. I kind of do everything by myself. I'm not the best at stuff, but I try. Oh yeah, absolutely true. I'm not really much of a gamer. I used to be. You know, there are some things that like I kind of have an itch to want to do. An example being like I kind of want to play Call of Duty. You know, I'm just saying. I kind of want to play Call of Duty again. And it's weird to say that because like I'm not into COD. Well, I'm not into shooters anyway. Not a lot of shooters. I mean, like playing. I will say playing Halo with Rennie
Harvester
has
of
brought
life
so much to me. As Barry D Bones.
Barry _D_Bones Scream Deadass. 2 boners rolling up. Fat Women Energy Skill Squad. Temples rattling. Sideways shimmy. And Dad losing his marbles. Welcome. Barry Fankrab Rave Boney Edition. Y'all got any fat women or calcium pebbles?
Calcium pebbles? What the fuck's a calcium pebble? Oh, it's a tonsil stone. That's what that would be. What the fuck? Well, wait, no, hold on. It might be a kidney stone too. Hold on. Wait. Are you saying that like you want bonitis, Jimothy? Also, welcome in, Barry. Hey, hope you're doing well. Thank you for rating on in. What were you up to? What were you doing? He wants the bonitis. My only regret is that I have bonitis. Burn, 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 burn. God, I love Republic Commando. Learning about the dot hack deep lore? Man, and to think, like, I was setting up... Boom. Hey, I actually moved it on to the next page. Awesome. Yeah, no, I think I figured out how to do this. I'm gonna have it to where air display performance high quality. I'm gonna have it to where each one of these chapter markers is going to be like a brief explanation involving.
You can control more minions.
Pavor the Fear Tuber. Welcome on in. Welcome in. Welcome to the Pastaways. I hope you enjoy your time on the beach. I'm stumbling on that so much, and that's because like I'm navigating this fucking crown that's in my mouth. This temporary crown has made it so difficult to speak. Who am I kidding? I fuck that up all the time anyway. Chunky mutation. Okay. Oh, look at you. Y'all talk about dot hack. That's really cool. That's really cool. I like that. Oh, you just grab ROMs? I don't blame you. I had to do that for like a lot of games. Okay, so let's see here. Downians, Orcish territory. Yeah, I think I have it to where like this is looking pretty decent. Yeah, this is looking pretty decent. Your name will not be Pickle anymore soon, so disregard that part. You love my bones? Thank you. Thank you. I worked really hard to have all 206 of these. I really appreciate that. Actually, I really like your wave, by the way. I like that emote. Oh, and they blink. It's so cute. That's so cute. I like that. That brings me joy. That sparks joy in me. Oh, are these from Emote Lab? Hey, yo. Okay, I like the I like the watermelon eating one. Cause like the mouth is very imperceptible, so it looks very close to just like a tiny nom. Because you see like the shadow move up and down. That is so cute. I love that. I love that. I dig that. There are a lot of amazing artists out here. There's one person in particular who's very prolific with their emotes because they're all over the place. Here, let me go and look up emotes. Yeah, 88 Studio. Yeah, 88 Studio. Here's what I'll do. I'll go and put it in the chat so you can check them out. A lot of people get emotes from them. I don't have any from them myself. I actually have mine from a particular zombie reaper, among a few other folks. I try to go and get like people who are undead. Here we go. Let me go and take this. And boom. 88 Design does a lot of emotes, and I mean a lot of emotes. Yeah, a couple I did draw myself. And of course, if you like any of the emotes that I have, I exceeded my character limit, damn. There we go. Yeah, it's like they're very common. They're very common. Like some of these I drew myself. I have it to where they're all attributed. Though unfortunately there are some like the dancing ones that the person didn't accept them to be attributed. Same thing with the rattle and the noted. Let's see, so like wireframes is attributed, all that jazz. So yeah, Cookie didn't do hers for the ash crab either. Really? That is surprising. That's incredibly surprising. Like, hold on. So, is the other one Little Nicto? Little Nicto is like the other like major Skeletuber out here. Yeah, he's a musician. He's a musician. Yeah, Nicto's like probably the biggest Skeletuber besides Hanako Ao. Reminds me of Overlord. So Ainz Algon was one of the references for my model, but like with the facial expressions, I asked for it to be very close to Skeletor. Because I have my orbitals, like my brow moves. Yeah, it's really awesome. So I was like, yeah, let me move front and center. Let me shrink back down. Let me take up most of the screen actually. Just figure this out. Boom. Yeah, I love Nikto. I usually go and call people like my vertebrother, and like I have vertebrothers, skeletisters, and non-bonaries. So interesting insights on that. It's harder to it's harder to rig a skeleton than it is an anime waifu. Because you can at least work with the curves of a face for the waifu. You have to actually work with the bridge of the nose for mine in particular, as well as like some of the other details like the spine connecting into the back of the skull. There's of course working with like a lot of the bones, the feet for free. Sounds like a oh no, my son. Yeah, put it back. There's also the teeth as well. I know it's like very imperceptible, by the way, but also like my teeth move. They move slightly with my lips. So. Quit looking at my damn kneecaps, woman. Fuck. Your name will be Vin. Ooh. Oh, there's a thing that I can do here.
Your health is waning, Master. Are you feeling faint?
Thank you for that. I will hydrate. I think I haven't changed. There we go. All right, let's see here. Oh, by the way, fun thing. I think the person that may take interest in this is Leo. So Leo, fun little thing here. So there's Fellwood, which is southeastern Daunian forest. So Fellwood is an elven town built deep in the southern forests at the top of a waterfall. Their architecture is built directly into the bald cypress trees. The elves that live here are guides. The people of Fellwood strive to search for those that are lost and provide them safe passage to the Orcish city of Zog. Zag, sorry. It is believed that the actions of guiding those that are on Daun comes from the idols the elves worship, for some of them are akin to Lethari. So Lethari is an actual D&D natural-born lycanthrope that is an elven lycanthrope. They don't have a hybrid form. There's them being an elf, and then there's them being a wolf, a massive wolf. Now, the cool thing about it is these are good aligned lycanthropes. This is all like actually what it is too, which is pretty neat. So yeah, Lethari. And I do have it to where people can play Lethari if they wish. Ooh. I'm going to make my life a little bit easier and do this. This is me kind of prepping ahead of time. But you know what I am going to do, though? After this song, I'm going to change to the pumped up writing. Because this is like me just doing like little mindless shit. Because that's what this is. It's mindless. You know, I'm just being brain dead right now and getting some things done. Oh, yes, this is a purely elven island. I forgot about that. Oh, Urio Downs. There's that. That's right, baby. Okay, know what? Valid. Very valid. You are correct. Call me Brain Dead Commander. Dun, dun, dun. Hell yeah. And like I said, this is all kind of brain dead work. It's really like doing the boring stuff. I'm just doing it on stream, so then it's not 100% boring. It's like I have an audience. I technically do. You're the audience. It's not even fuck am I talking about? It's not even technically. It's actual. It is an actuality. That's right, viewer. Hey, Turtle. Hope you're doing all right. Son of a bitch. Fuck. There we go. My immersion new. By the way, understand, this is me doing this to like 204 locations. Like, I made a lot. Like, honestly, more than what a lot of DMs would. And once this is actually like finished, well, once the text is truly done, like, you know, formatted and stuff, so then it's easily legible and doesn't bleed into each other. Then that's when it's going to be me releasing this into the wild. Hi, Lomi. I know, all of us skeletons, we look the same. It's the bone structure, isn't it? I understand. Hold on, wait. So then you can believe that it's Barry? Here, I got a hat for you. I'm totally Barry. Welcome to the stream. I can't believe it's not Barry. I wouldn't call it fancy. It's a straw hat. I'm sorry that I'm not the most entertaining in the world right now. I am indeed doing brain dead. Skelepats. Thank you. Well, like I said, I'm doing like brain dead work, so of course my brain is also dying. But this is necessary stuff. It, like, for those of you that are unaware, I am a campaign setting author. I wrote my own book in a year and 3 months. dedicating about 2 hours a day to being able to write and format it. Brain dust, yes. Hi, Resmore. Yeah, it took me 1 year and 3 months to write this and format it. Not like this, but my actual campaign setting, which, I mean, I could pull up. Hey, Bacon. What's good, brother? I'm doing the location document. Currently formatting it, but, you know. Kind of figured out how I was going to go about it. Damn, like, everybody's coming out of the woodwork. Let's see. I'm going to save right now, and then what I'm going to do... Damn, Acrobat just doesn't want to open. Why don't you want to open, dog? Let's see now. There it is. All right. So this is what I wrote. This whole thing. Wrote it. This is how it's going to be formatted, by the way. Like the location document, it's going to be this. Yeah, I know, right? I missed Omen too. That's why I decided to do a writing stream. But yeah, no, like I formatted this. I intend on getting like, you know, actual art and stuff for a lot of this. A lot of this is written from the first person perspective, so you can actually read it like a book. You know, got like some art done. Though a lot of the art that's in here is placeholder art. Like just random shit that I found on Pinterest. But I did credit them in the end, like in the credit section. So I'm gonna scroll up. Oh, yeah, the map that I made that like is massive. And then there's all this. So like, you know, these are all the artists and like some of my friends and stuff. And I even dedicated it to my wife, and then everybody that was supporting me along the way. You know, so Rennie, Nora, Alex, Solve, who's now Ren. Yeah, I'm just dedicating it to everybody who like showed up to help out. Yeah, it's my campaign setting. Hi, zombie. Yeah, all of this, like all of these folks, mainly just the beginning folks here. These are all of the artists for all of the art that's in the book. Yeah. Wrote my own campaign setting. Did everything myself besides art. That's it. Oh, you want to like see some of it? Hold on, like I can actually like pull that back up. I see that it doesn't want to properly pull up. Honestly, I do miss that kind of D&D. You brought. What do you mean, like brought a little scuff as a treat? What was that? What was that supposed to mean? How dare? How dare you bring scuff? Don't worry. Don't worry about it. I'm allowed to worry about it. What scuff? I'll barely notice. Okay, well if I'm gonna barely notice, that's fine. So in terms of the campaign setting itself, okay, I shrank myself on. Yeah, click here first. So about the table of contents and stuff. What would you want to see, Zombie? What would you want to see? Would you want to see the ability score stuff? Would you want to see like a lot of the like races, the gods, the marks and callings, which is my magic system, the monsters, the holidays? What am I most proud of? I can walk with one femur technically, yes. Though it's not really walking, it's hopping. Actually, wait, no. Yeah, I can't walk with one femur. I would be hopping. All right, what am I most proud of? Whoops. This is the map. This is the Western Hemisphere, and this is the Eastern Hemisphere. I made this. I made this with clouds. Like the topography and everything I made with clouds. It was a bit of a get down moment. Yeah, see, he gets it. There's a skull on my shelf? Well, I got two skulls. Yes, VTuber showing himself. I know, it's so... Oh. So, that skull, his name is Oscar. And the black skull is also Oscar. Oh yeah, I have a whole snack station. Mrs. Commander set that up. He loves me. No, they're just two Oscars. They're not related though. Just saying. Okay. That's enough of that. Yeah, this is technically what I'm most proud of. Oh, and then of course the Daza, which I actually got to use in a game. The Daza are an indigenous group of people that live in the white expanse on the western hemisphere of Oman. These individuals are rumored to be very xenophobic and will capture and integrate anyone that sets foot in their territory. So Daza are, not for lack of a better term, but they are essentially my setting's Tusken Raiders. Like, you know, Tusken Raiders from Star Wars? Yeah, I think that they're cool. I think the concept of them is cool. So I just made that, but instead of it being, well, instead of it making a desert, it's just ocean. Well, not ocean, tundra, like Arctic. They're just Arctic Tusken Raiders, which I think is cool. So, yeah, I like the Daza. Damaki. Damaki. What is them saying together? Damaki. Yeah, there you go. So, let me change the song. Something a bit more. There we go. So the cliff notes for the entirety of the campaign, at least from the campaign setting, is because it's called Ascension. It's because on the front cover of it, it shows what the Throne of Ascension looks like. The Throne of Ascension being a throne, obviously. It's a chair. It's a chair that's connected to the ley lines of the world. This chair, being connected to the ley lines, tests those that get close to it. If you sit on it, you become a god. But only if you have achieved what it wants you to achieve. It changes its goals every time. You will never know what you need to complete. So a lot of people that sit on it are just wiped from existence. Everyone forgets who they are. The throne claims many. But the Throne of Ascension allows you to ascend to godhood. There have not been any new gods in a very long time. Very long time. Ages upon ages. No new gods. People don't necessarily know where the throne is because the throne, once somebody sits on it, moves. Because it teleports across the ley line to a new location to alter that location to hide itself. That is how the Throne of Ascension operates. Now, the campaign setting itself, in the book, because you can read it like a book if you wanted to, the analyst explorer is trying to figure out the world. They entered into a tower. The tower took their memories. They now have a new mark upon their body. They're trying to explore, how magic works, how the world works. Eventually, they go missing. Someone else finds the book. They start writing about monsters in the world and how they operate. And it kind of ends. It's not anticlimactic. in the sense, like in a lot of senses, but it's just to give you a premise. When I run games, and this is where like the outright campaigns that I did run all had the same main villain. It's just some of them never met him. There is an entity known as a story master. They are a god that chose exile to live amongst mortals to force them to engage in new, exciting stories. The reason why villains get created, the reason why your backstory is tragic is because they deemed it so. They made it because they are the god of stories. They made your life miserable to force you to be an adventurer, so then you will go out and make a good story for him to enjoy. You are purely entertainment to him. And when you complete your story, he will be satisfied. But a lot of people fight back against his stories. So, because so many people have fought back against it, he's now trying to reclaim this derelict station that is floating above the planet, known as the World Forge. He's going to make a new plane of existence and wipe out the material plane. So yeah, it's a halfling god that hates people. The main villain is technically a DM, yes. They are a halfling god of stories. And something that I want to do, and I guess this is spoilers for like some of my players that are actually in the chat, but I mean at the very same time, I doubt they're going to remember. So part of it is when you eventually fight him on the World Forge. I'm actually going to bring the volume down on this a little bit. I'm kind of gonna go into like theatrics here, so bear with me. It may or may not be cringe. So hold on, let me actually get to like a good song while I'm at it. Ooh, wait, hold on. There is this. Oh, heroes. You truly believe that you're going to fight back against the narrative, but you're wrong. To think you have autonomy here. I am the hero or the villain, no matter what I win, for I've crafted this story. If you defeat me, then I will be known as the greatest villain to have ever existed. A villain that creates heroes. But if you lose, then I guess your story is how I want it written. For you were the villains, trying to fight against the valiant hero, wanting to save Owen. No matter what, I win. So what are you willing to lose in the end? And then, of course, during the fight, you know, he's gonna, because the thing that he's gonna have, this is the one ability that I've locked in that I want him to have, is at the beginning of each initiative, he's going to freeze everyone in place except for one player character. And he's going to give that player character 2 rounds. Now, everybody else can, like, at the beginning of their turn, try to fight back against what magic is holding them in place. Which will make it to where if they succeed, then the next person that is unfrozen, they'll be able to join them. So it'll be like a 2v1. Or more, obviously, because, other people can make the save. But the thing that I have locked in is, like, when he does this to people, when he freezes them in place and has the one, he's going to make a goal for that person to achieve. If you achieve that goal in the fight, he will take extra damage from it. Like, yes, Davatala Nashta Fairfront. I heard that you have a mighty swing and a fiery passion about you. Show me what it means to have burning passion in your breast. Sunder me, so I may feel the very ground quake. The goal for Davatala Nashta Fairfrost, would be for her to deal maximum fire damage on a roll. If they do so, the damage is doubled. Because they are fighting a god, he's going to have absurd health. He's not going to have, like, a lot of abilities. Like, well, he's not going to have a lot of offensive abilities, but he'll be able to whittle people down because he's doing one-on-one fights, which is what he'll have an easier time with. It only gets harder for him if other people make their saves and are able to join into the fight. Otherwise, it's going to be pretty hard on both ends, mainly against the players, because it's one person fighting a god. So yeah, there you go. That is the gist of the campaign setting, of the main campaign, so on and so forth. Right as ads start. Not that I could do anything about that. They have been getting snoozed an awful lot, and I have been kind of like filibustering. Not intentionally, it's just, I don't prep stuff. That's another thing, like, I don't really prep anything. Which surprises people that I don't do a lot of prep. I do improv. That's why I don't like doing scripted content. And that's also why I don't like running online games, because online games require you to actually do some prep. You have to have visuals most of the time. And I just don't like doing that. I really don't. I don't like having that kind of prep. Improv is the best prov. It is. Also, I don't know whether or not Bacon's still in the chat, but Bacon, did you know that Skelver is a human village located in the southern floodplains of Rus? Skelver is a relatively average village that is also the home to a few major competitors for the Stanwin Games. Small hunting village, Skelver has managed to provide the means of making itself known through the use of domesticating the local wildlife and successfully domesticating direwolves. This has managed to drastically increase the demand of adventuring companions in the area, and the export of domesticated wolves, bears, and boars has been very lucrative for the small village. Boom. I do think Bacon did leave. He kind of he lurks, is what he does. He was one of my IRL players, and he participated in the Stanwin Games, which is my settings Olympics. Yes, please get some sleep. Please get some sleep, zombie. And thank you. I really appreciate that. I forgot this song's like 9 minutes long. Jesus, tap dancing Christ. Oh, there we go. Now this is boss fight music. Trying to get to you and that booty. Try to get to you and that booty. Try to get to you and that booty. What you gonna do with this pimpin'? Given his powers, would he be effectively dead if he had no audience characters acting out his stories? Like, keeping with the DM analogy, lost all his players. He is the god of nothing. So, with him, there's a funny thing involving belief in my setting, and it's that belief is in and of itself a power. As long as you believe in something, it will have power, it will exist. An example of this is with the Balaran people. The Balaran are very God-fearing. They believe that the gods are incredibly dangerous. And when the Balaran were given the ability to have faith and to pray, Umbra! Hey, welcome in.
Umbra vacuity scream, deadass. 3 void walkers, fat women energy, darkness crew. Temples pitch black, sideways vanish, undead trippin' in shadows. Welcome Umbra, fan crab, rave in the abyss. Yo got fat women or void pebbles.
Okay, I'm going to say this. This is very unintentional. I am liking him asking about like very specific kinds of pebbles based on who raids. That is something that's actually pretty cool right now. But yeah, welcome in. What were you up to? Welcome in, welcome in. Hey, thank you for trusting your community with me. I was just talking about the God of Stories in my setting.
Summon more minions, sire.
Drip Dapper to Dripper. Welcome in, welcome in. Welcome to the Pastaways. I hope you enjoy your time on the beach. I always stumble on that. Oh, you're playing the library organization game. Hell yeah. It's a special kind of cozy. It's a special kind of cozy. But to answer, actually, first off, if you have to do any after stream care, please feel free to do so. You deserve it. You've earned it. A lot of people neglect it post stream, so please get something to eat, get something to drink, and do what you need to take care of yourself. I care a lot involving my raiders as well as my viewers. So if you also need to go and get something to drink, get something to eat, please feel free to do so. You deserve it as well. As Paramore's playing. Oh yeah, no, that's fair. Listen, if you gotta rest, go rest. Please go rest. See, I haven't played the game, so I wouldn't know, but I'm going to guess. Is it one that's akin to the Lusty Argonian Maid? Is it the romantasy section? Oh, I forgot. I essentially said, fuck these gnomes, put them on an ice floe. It's not that one? Okay. What did you finish off then? Cold Night is an elf town located on the bordering tundra of the Folded Stone Mountains on the western hemisphere of Omidai and the Northern Mirror. The elves of Cold Night are renowned wilderness rangers and provide interesting takes on art itself. Within their lodges, there are bones that have carvings of the history of Cold Night and the events that make its history so important. Much of Cold Night is encompassed in rumors of lycanthropy and corruption of the soul. However, only one of these has ever been confirmed through the transformation of the clan leader's daughter into a prismatic wolf that fled into the mountains. Necromancy. Oh, there's a necromancy section. Okay. Honestly, not surprised. Oh, hey, Leo, here's your place. Leo's a hoe. Leo's a hoe. What the fuck? Leo is a hobbit homestead port located in the eastern hemisphere of Omen, within the Northern Mirror, directly above the Choking Gulf and Ald. Leo, the Hobbit founder, is single-handedly responsible for mending relations between the Northern Mirror ice trolls and the Aldian orcs. Much of this was due to his connections with a series of historians and archaeological experts that helped with the discovering and exhuming at least 3 troll leaders from a tomb thought to be long lost by the ice trolls. It's like, Commander, I don't know why you're spitting facts, but I mean, oh hey, I made it to the end of that. Holy shit, 204 locations. Boom, save. I'll definitely give it a shot. It's something that I've been curious about, but to answer a question clear back from Hatter involving the God of Stories.
Your health is waning, Master.
And thank you for
Are
the
you
hydrate.
feeling faint?
So, I'll even have the webcam up so then y'all can see me. Hi. So, when it comes towards the Story Master, the main gist. Oh, hold on, I need to go and adjust this too. Take that off. Well, now it's just gonna play normally. But when it comes towards the Story Master, belief was given to the Balaran, and it was given to them by their deities, by their gods. But the Balaran, being God-fearing people, proceeded to use their belief to seal their gods away, which is why gods cannot interact with Omen at all. Because inadvertently, giving the power of belief to the Balaran made it to where the Balaran themselves, fix that, made it to where the Balaran themselves and the rest of the world also through belief seal away their gods. Now, here's where there's this little conundrum. It seals them away in the location that they're at, which is why the Story Master cannot return from exile. The Story Master is still in exile and cannot return to becoming a true god anymore. Because the gods know that the Story Master exists. So they are in exile on Omen. They can't leave. They can't ascend to godhood. They can't go to other planes. They can only stay here. But the gods cannot enter Omen. They can't do anything to Omen besides acting through their disciples, through their worshippers. That's the key here. So the story master wants to make a new plane of existence, so then they're able to destroy the main plane and they can become the one true god of the new plane. That's the gist of it. That is the gist of it. So belief, yes, does give you power. As long as one person knows that you exist and knows that you have some amount of power, then you are somebody that will, no matter what, be a god. As long, if you are a god. But no matter what, you will remain a god. If the gods forgot about the story master, and the story master tried to do all of this shit like in the first place, none of it would work. He would no longer be a god. It's not that he would cease to exist, but he would become mortal. Which has happened to a lot of gods in my setting through the main campaign that I ran, which was an IRL game. As Pelor and Obad High are examples of gods that, due to the world being destroyed and reincarnated through a conflagration, and they were both exiled from being gods because they interfered. They interfered in mortal lives, which they are not allowed to do. But what happened though is they were exiled, and when the world was destroyed and brought back, nobody knew who they were, as all of the old gods were gone. So Pelor was exiled, sealed away in the ocean. Well, not in the ocean, it was in a lake. But he was sealed away in a lake, and, it's kind of poetic to have the sun sealed underwater. But he was sealed away. And the Darmali people, which are a mermaid-like people, they protect his lair, so to speak. His tomb. That's more accurate. His tomb. Because he's not dead. He's still a god. He can't die. He's immortal. Well, he can die now, but he's immortal. He's not invulnerable. He doesn't die from age, but he can die from other things. But he is still immensely powerful. He still holds a lot of that power. So, long and short of it is when it comes towards these gods, because Obad High actually died long ago. Bahamut died long ago. So those gods gone. Pelor is still technically around, but he's now severely corrupted. He's like Solaire from Dark Souls. When Solaire, has the little fucking head crab thing on his head, and he's like, oh, I died, my son, and, it's like he's corrupted. That's what happened to Pelor. So, Pelor is now a dark entity. But, yeah, so, in general, the Story Master still exists. He will still exist, even if he loses everybody, because this new plane of existence he's making, he's going to be the one true god of, because he's going to show up and be like, I am more powerful than all of you. I have godlike abilities. You're going to see me, and then you're going to believe me. And that will give him enough power to truly be a god in that new plane. Oh, by the way, for those of you that think that, this, which, after I format it a bit better, it's going to be over 100 pages or around 100 pages. If you think that this is a lot, and the campaign setting being over 300 pages is a lot, understand that the thing that's going to be way too much for me, and I'm still going to do it anyway, maybe. Nah, not maybe. I will still do it anyway, is the Planner Omnibus. Which, let's see, Plans of Existence. Work files, text, locations and gods. Let's see here, Planes of Existence. I have 30 elemental planes, which has 30 corrupted versions of that, so that's 60. I have 4 inner planes, so that's 64. I have the Tear and the Meld, which is the negative energy plane and the positive energy plane. So that's 66. Then I have all of these planes. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So 19 plus 66 is 85. That's 85 planes of existence, and I haven't even like written them yet. Also, hello, Need Free Doom Gamer. Hi. Hello. Also, let me boop, boop. Get off of that. Welcome in. Everybody always shows up like whenever I'm like me. Oh yeah, I should probably go and close that up. So yeah, just in general, like I love answering questions involving my campaign setting. I do. Formatting, it's always like a trip. Definitely gonna be a huge process for like deleting some stuff that I don't need. Let's see here, like these where it's like Dwarven City as an example. Because a lot of this was like just part of the base document that I wrote. But you don't need it anymore because it's put down here, you know, Gnome Village. So it's really just like deleting a lot of these, deleting that and hitting enter, you know. A lot of basic stuff. A lot of basic formatting. And then tabbing all of these too. I have to tab all of this. Ah, the Falstadian people. Hell, technically I don't even need like, you know, northwestern Daonian mountain badland swamp border. Which is a fucking mouthful, by the way. Because it does say like right here, it's like Sked, Hole. Hole is an orc village found in the swamps near the Broken Wrist Mountains. Swamps near, swamp border, Broken Wrist Mountains. Mountain. Like some of this is on like this East Central Daonian Mountain Badlands Savannah border. I know I don't write in here that it's a savannah, but I do write that's on the border of the Knuckle. So there's that. What I can do, I can try to go and format this so then all of Down's on one page, like Down's here. I'm moving the Falstad. Okay, now we're in Ventina. Boom, Ventina's over here now. Ventina, now we're in Sovelia. Yeah, I don't bring up Savelia enough. I will say that. Like, I have places that I never actually used in my setting. Like, they're there, but then again, like, you know, you can't really be like, oh, well, you gotta go over here now. There's so many things. I need you to see everything. You have to see everything. I wrote it. You have to see all of it. If you don't see everything that I wrote, then how will you know that I'm awesome and that I put in a fuckload of work? I have to show off because I'm a fucking loser. I need validation immediately. If I don't get validation, then what kind of man am I? Ooh, okay, so this is where it's like, yeah, I don't think this one's gonna pull back that well. Yeah, I don't think this one's gonna pull back well. Okay, but that totally can be your main villain and why people stop giving him attention. What, the story master? He is the main villain. He hasn't actually shown up. Like, nobody knows what he physically looks like. But people have found out about him and the machinations that he's put forward. All these Halicians. Sprawled over here. Sprawled. Oh yeah, you have to go here. You don't go here, then how will you know? How will you know? I'm fucking cool, okay? I'm fucking cool. You just don't get it. You just don't get it. You don't believe me. I'll show you. I'll show you how cool I really am. You're gonna be like, wow. Wow, Story Master. You're so fucking awesome. Oh my god, you're so cool. You're so awesome. Man, I wish there were more gods like you. But there aren't because they're all fucking chuds. Fucking losers, all of them. And then you laugh in their face. See, Aldite, then Belvina, which is a free territory. Belvinian, Shattered Lands. Still Shattered Lands. Shattered Lands. Zarad. Zarad. There's a lot for Zarad because it's all orcs. Every last one of them works. Rodians everywhere. Long Walk, which is also Hobbit Freelands. I wanted a land bridge, which is why the Long Walk exists. It's just a fucking land bridge. I think the idea of a land bridge is actually really cool, so I just wanted a land bridge. There were people that had issues with the fact that I made a land bridge. And I told them, it's like, listen, I'm allowed to have things that I think are cool. I think land bridges are cool. Hell, I had to make tectonic plates. Of all things, I made tectonic plates. Just for my mountains to make sense. Man, Dad, what the fuck? You have like so much shit. It's been like forever since I've looked at my documents, and Jesus Christ, like it's just packed. Folding Hills. Folding Hills. Folding Hills. It's really nice. So here's Anchor. I'll find a way to even that out. Folding Hills, Folding Hills, Folding Hills. Cerulean Isles. Kuniahi. Oh yeah, I know, right? Just add more. By the way, Kuniahi is the gnomish homeland, and the people that are from here are known as Ahayan. Stratport, Haith Falas, Skarenru, Migdal, Sunrise. This, Kuniahi, is where my VTuber currently lives. Is where I reside. Wide Expanse. Okay, now it's Northern Mirror. Where's Northern Mirror? Where do you start? Right here. There. We are now at 90 pages. 90. And I intend on having some pages that are full art so that we'll push it above 100. Which is cool. Which is cool. And then, of course, I had to add a credit section because there has to be a credit section. And, I mean, I could add in maps. You know, thinking about it, I should have a map in each one. It's, yo, wait a minute, hold on. I could save myself so much and just put each map that I've made. Because I made a bunch of maps. It's like work files. So like I made hemispheres. Like here's like the hemisphere for fucking dwarves. This is the left hemisphere for dwarves. They're on the end. Eteresis. So yeah, I could just have it to where like here's the folding hills, boom, right here. Damn, Undead, you're fucking smart. Whoops. Wow, Undead, you're really fucking smart. Good job. Oh, thanks. Oh, thank you for the love. You didn't miss that time. You landed that shot. All right. So file place. Okay, so it's Control D for me. Central world, work files. Dawoon, I believe I have on the left hemisphere. No. I could just do this. So it's right hemisphere. Actually, I want to know what I can do. I can do this. Hmm. Try and get this to work here. Should make it a higher quality right now. There it is. Okay. So now it's like Dawoon. Boom, right here. Look at you, Undead. You're so fucking smart. And this will still be the right hemisphere. Let's see. After Daun is Falstad, which is the dinosaur island. Live like we're dying. Okay, this would be Falstad. Not Falstad. Ventina. That's what this would be. It's struggling, it's trying. Damn, son, you trying? I mean, I'm doing it. Falstad, Daun, Ventina. And then so like it looks a bit more appropriate. Have it where it's behind the little border here. No way in hell in a real football match would we steal the ball from your own teammate and then I get blamed. What? Are you playing Are you playing Blood Bowl? Sounds like Blood Bowl behavior. What's the next one? Sovelia. EAFC 26. Oh, okay. Sovelia has how many? 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's 3. Okay. Well. I may need to rotate this one. Dear God, it chugs so much. Mr. Alt. Right. I've done decent enough so far. I see my work here. There we go. I think that we did a decent amount tonight. Accomplished a lot. There, close that out, minimize that. Yeah, I like to think I did great. I do. I like to think that I did pretty well. I got a lot done. I also kind of want to check something real quick because writing is not a very popular category. Oh, sports is a section. I didn't know that. Music, retro, DJs, games and demos, animals, aquariums, and zoos. There's a crypto one? What the fuck? Hold on, know what I can do? I can do this. Go to my channel. Okay. So we are we're the second largest channel in writing right now. That's pretty neat. That's actually really neat. I think that's actually pretty fucking cool. Hell yeah. Second largest writing channel right now. That's fucking radical. That makes me feel great. And the other person's a VTuber too. Well, I mean, the category, like, oh god, I made myself small. The category itself only has like 11 people streaming in it. Only 11. And again, it is past midnight. It's like almost 1 a.m. At least EST. So it's really cool. Like, I like the fact that like there are people that are doing writing. I do also see that some people are they might be exploiting it. Like somebody's doing card openings. See, it's like, so we have reading, co-writing, OC reading. Pretty positive that one's also reading. Revising, editing their first book. Ooh, that's really nice. Card openings. But I do believe that they are talking about their book as well. Chapter 2 of The King in Yellow. That's fucking neat. Me writing. And then somebody working on a backer kit, which is actually really cool too. So yeah, no, like I think it's really cool. Like, you know, everybody here is doing stuff. I like the yapping about OC ones. I'm like looking at them like, oh, they're talking about OCs. That's really cool. But yeah, it is pretty late. It is pretty late for people. And I keep thinking to myself about how today kind of went. Like, I did a lot of driving today. And then, like, you know, Twitter was a little weird today. I didn't really have, like, a negative interaction with, like, anybody, in the post. But I feel like some people are just misconstruing stuff on purpose, and then they can find reasons to, like, have hate. Because that is part of the human condition, is that people like conflict. Specifically, like, they like to win conflict. It's a competitive nature, and I think the reason why, like, I really don't like delving into that kind of competitive nature is I'm not a competitive person. If I don't actually get anything beneficial out of it, then why am I fighting it? You know? Like, why am I engaging in it? That's why it's like I largely just don't reply or ignore the people that troll or bring hate. But at the very same time, like, it does kind of hurt. And that's not even kind of, it does hurt when, like, people misconstrue, like, you know, my points. And I know that explaining it's just going to be talking to a wall. Because that's usually the case. You're talking to a wall. They're not gonna, they don't care. They don't care what your points are. They just want to win. They don't want to feel like they lost. So engaging with them is only going to make you lose. So just let them believe they won. That's how I see it. But here's what we're going to do. We are going to find somebody to raid into. Kind of want to go into somebody that I haven't raided into for a while. Or find a new person. I could do that. I could find like a brand new person. Actually, you know what? Kiwi changed their model, and I would like to be able to go and show some support to Kiwi. So here's how this is gonna go. We're raiding the Kiwi. Currently they're doing Tomodachi Life, Doomed Yuri at the Freak Show Island. Aww, Kiwi's model is so adorable. I love their model. We're gonna go and raid into Kiwi. We're gonna go give some love to Kiwi. So I want to thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for the raids. Thank you for the support. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you. Like I said, my day wasn't bad, but it wasn't good either. It was honestly a midday. But me being able to go and make some progress involving, like, you know, my book in terms of my writing and doing some formatting, that was oddly enough relaxing, like very relaxing. So that made me happy. Made me really happy. We're gonna go and raid into Kiwi, go and give them some love. They deserve it. They're a magical girl villain now, which is really cool. So yeah, thank you all again. Let me go and actually get this ready. You know, it'd be good if I would have it like ready. Kiwi sagas. I'm gonna get some much needed sleep because I am drained. But y'all have a good one. Give Kiwi some love. Bye, everybody. Deuces.
Summon more minions, sire.